Welcome to Musician Species 916. A few different counts again. So we have 2-2-2-3, 3-2-2-2, 2-3-2-2, and 2-2-3-2. Now, the 2-2-2-3 can also be seen as a 4-2-3. Same goes for the bottom count. It would be 4-3-2. Why do I say 4? Because a 4/16 gives you a straight quarter note, so it's easier to transition from a quarter pulse time signature such as 4/4 or 5/4 or whatever. So instead of counting twos all the time, you could actually go with 4/16, which gives you the option of using the common 16th groupings and then continue with the 3/2 or 2/3, which ends up being like a 5/16 feel inside there. So in the context of 4/4 again, let's say we use 3-2-2-2. So it'd be something like this. Right? We can also have an example where we use 4-3-2. So groups of 4 now. So we go. Right? Second example could be 4-2-3. So it'd be something like. Of course, you can combine different counting patterns of the 9/16 and end up with 2-3-2-2 or 2-2-2-3 on the other side and see how that sounds. It depends how you interpret the twos. There's a lot of twos in there. You may want to group them as 4 and then end up with a 3-2 or 2-3 or however you split it. And also, instead of saying 2/16 on every 2, you might want to do an 1/8 and so on. It's open for interpretation. Also like a 16th rest and an 1/8, like right? For example, you could use a different kind of pattern that is not common in the Eastern hemisphere, which the common ones would be for 9/8, 3-2-2-2. I said 9/8 because 9/16 draws the same math from 9/8. However, 9/16 is not a very common thing. It's mostly done in 8th pulse in the Eastern hemisphere when it comes to odd time. There are some overlaps. We'll get to that later. But for now, let's say we try a 2-3-2-2. So could sound like a progressive kind of thing with a lot of hits and unisons between different instruments and things like that. And that's it. Now you know. That was 9/16. Subscribe if you dig, and I'll see you in the next video.